Good morning students. Today we are going to learn unitary method. Unitary method is a combination of two methods that we have already learned in our previous exercises. That is, it is the combination of the method applied in division word problems and the method applied in multiplication word problems. For example, when cost of 12 pencil boxes are given to you and is equal to 60 rupees, then how will you find the cost of one pencil box? Obviously, we have already discussed and solved many problems related to division in our previous exercise. We will go for division. When cost of many things are given and you will find for the cost of one thing, then we will divide. So, here in order to find the cost of one pencil box, we are going to divide rupees 60 by 12 and we got the cost of one pencil box as 5 rupees. Now, if I want to find cost of 30 pencils, then what should I do? Just recall the word problems of multiplication. In the word problems of multiplications, always basically you are given the value of one thing and you are finding for many things, such as here we have got the value of one pencil and now we are going to find the cost of 30 pencil boxes. Then how will I find? I can find it by multiplying the cost of each pencil box multiplied by 30, that is the total number of pencil boxes. Then I will get the rupees 150. So 150 is the cost of 30 pencil boxes. Similarly, once I got the value of or the cost of one pencil box, I can find the cost price of any number of pencil boxes, such as suppose I want to find the cost price of 5 pencil boxes. Then what can I do? I can simply multiply the cost price of one pencil box by number of pencil boxes, that is 5, 5 5s are 25. So, cost of 5 pencil boxes will be rupees 25. Similarly, if I want to find cost of 15 pencil boxes, then it will be ultimately equal to rupees 5 into 15, that is rupees 75. So, what did we understand through this concept? When the value of many is given, from that we can derive the value or find the value of one thing, and using the value of one thing, once again we can find the value of many things. So, the procedure of finding the value of one thing first and using that finding the value of many things is nothing but unitary method. So, let us understand this through another example. Suppose you are given the cost of 14 balls as 350 rupees and I need to find the cost of 10 balls. Then in this case, what can I do to find the cost of 10 balls? First of all, I have to find the cost of one ball. Now, then later on I can find the cost of 10 balls. So, let us see, here there are 14 balls and the cost of all these 14 balls is rupees 350. Now, how can I find the cost of one ball? I can find the cost of one ball by dividing rupees 350 by 14, which I got as 25. That is, the cost of one ball is 25 rupees. Now, let us find the cost of 10 balls. The cost of 10 balls, how will you find when you know the cost of one ball? I can find the cost of 10 balls by multiplying the cost price of one ball to the number of balls which I want to find the cost. That is, 25 into 10 will be rupees 250. So, the cost of 10 balls is 250. So, when value of many is given, you are first finding the value of one and using the value of one, again you are finding the value of many. This procedure is called as unitary method. So, generally whenever many value of many things are given, what we are doing? We are dividing to get the value of one thing. And when we have the value of one thing, in order to find the value of many things, what we are doing? We are multiplying the value of one thing by the number of things for which we are finding the value. Hope you understood the concept of unitary method through this example. Now, let us solve the questions given in your exercise 6.7.